YouTube was good, man. You know who it is. So pretty much I'm making this video, man, because I want to share with y'all the top 5 things that I learned in the military, right? And let's get right into it. This is for the people that are thinking about joining the military. This is the video I wish somebody would have made for me. So here goes. So the first one, man, is being on time. I always knew that it was very important, to take care of your time and respect your time, and not only that, but respect other people's time. And when I say respect your time is, if you know that this certain situation, this certain party, this certain gathering is not going to bring you anything beneficial, then there's no need to meet up, or there's no need to go through this and waste time, because at a certain point when you start just handing your time out freely, people are gonna just start wasting your time, man. You need to respect your time before people respect your time. You know what I'm saying? And that also goes vice versa. You need to respect other people's time as well, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? If you know that they're just, say you got a meeting with somebody for business or something like that, or whatever reason, a school project, and y'all met up 30 minutes, y'all got what y'all needed done, and now they want to hang out and do this and that. Just say, hey man, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was cool. I'm glad we got this project going, but I gotta head out. People will always respect you more if you just be straight up with them, especially about their time. So that's definitely one thing that you'll learn in the military, man. Time is very, very important. I'll tell y'all another story. I remember times where we would be, I experienced it all, man. I experienced the busiest days where we would work 12 plus hours and we would only have time to come home, shower, change, and just go back to work. And I've experienced the times where we didn't have nothing to do, man. And I think I picked the times where we were busy, right, over the times where we weren't busy, because sometimes in the military, man, you'll be forced to stay until a certain hour, right? And let's just say because usually work in the military started from 9:30 and it would go all the way to 5, right? 5 p.m. And say you got done with your work at 2:00 p.m., right? Sometimes they would just say, all right, that's cool, but you have to stay till 5. So in those 2 to 3 hours that you could have spent, going home and, doing whatever, chilling or taking a shower, whatever, right? You're at work, just waiting, just looking at the clock. And keep in mind that you're not paid by the hour in the military. You are on salary. You are paid by your rank. So the higher you move up the ladder, the more money you'll make. So you don't get paid overtime in the military. So all that overtime, beliefs that you have now, that you get paid at Walmart distribution or whatever, you're not gonna get that here, man. But you get everything else. You get dental care, you get health care, you get you're pretty much covered, right? You're pretty much covered in that time that you are locked into the contract with the military. So like I was saying, man, I brought that story up because there goes to show you how much you have to respect your time. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you're gonna join the military, man, just be aware that will happen. But if the reason I say that is because if you know this, right? If you know that they're gonna keep you until 5 p.m., then I would get anything that you need to get done. I would get it done earlier, or if not, I would find those little windows of time that you have during the day to get whatever you need to get done. So that's just a heads up, so you don't get pissed off at your leadership or whoever because they're keeping you real late. because I know I did. I got really mad. I would get really mad because I would say, yo, why can't we go home? You know, it doesn't matter how you feel, man. At least not in the military. So next one is be presentable, man. Be presentable. You know, have some respect for your image. You know, like because in the military they're gonna make you shave, right? That's known. They're gonna make you shave your face every single day. They're gonna check your face, make sure you don't have no stragglers, because they will, you know, they will roast you. They will tell you something. And I don't know about you guys. I don't like feeling like to a certain point, you know, you're gonna get yelled at, you're gonna get made fun of, whatever. Is cool, because that's just part of the rite of passage into the military. But at a certain point, you just get tired of it, man. You're just like, all right, man, I get it. I've been in this for a year, 2 years. I get it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you've been in 2 years, just shave, man. Just know that you got to get a nice, clean, close shave. Make sure you got a haircut. Make sure you're smelling good. Make sure you don't got stains on your shirts. Make sure your uniforms aren't stinking, man. Because there's a lot of dudes that I knew in the military that would wear the same uniform every single day, and you could smell that shit. You could smell that shit. And you know, if you guys didn't know, there was the uniforms are made out of a thick material, man. They're not thin, so you can sweat very easily. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but you'll sweat back here. It'll build up, and some dudes just don't care. They'll wear the same uniform jacket every single day, and you can smell that thing, man. So be presentable, man. And I mean, that should be a given, right? Everybody should know that you need to brush your teeth. You know, you need to look clean. You need to shave your face. You know, me, I still keep my face shaved because I can't grow a full beard. I don't have the genetics for it. So I do have the genetics for the mustache. You know, this right here, it comes out every 2 days, so I always got to shave. But I personally like the clean shaven look. Yeah, you're gonna spend more money on razors and shaving cream, but it's an investment, man. Invest in yourself. But you know, I never had a problem with looking presentable, man. You know, as you guys probably don't know, but I was raised by you know, by my mom and my grandma, pretty much, you know, my young years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, women, man, they always gotta look good. They always gotta look clean. So I was the new baby, right? So they always had me dressing good. They always had me smelling good. Hair always nice, combed, always, man. So I guess that was always instilled in me whenever I was growing up, that I always had to look a certain way. You know, I always had to look presentable, look clean. So, you know, that was just drilled in my brain early on. So yeah, man, just be presentable, have a clean appearance about yourself, and you will go very far. I guarantee you. There's a saying in the military that you will never go wrong with these 3 things, and that's right place, right time, right uniform, man. And that's very true. You can't go wrong with that anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Right place, right time, right uniform, and that's it. What's the next one? Oh yeah, you will learn very fast in the military. Most of the time you're gonna be thrown into situations that you've never been to before, and you're just gonna have to learn. And in my opinion, that is the best way to teach somebody something, man. I had a lot of homies that were mechanics, and you know, these guys were coming from, you know, straight out of high school, or you know, straight out of their first semester in college, where they figured out that college wasn't for them. So they joined the military not knowing anything. So these were my friends, and they were mechanics, welders, you know, HVAC, which is, you know, air conditioning and heating. And these are jobs that you can do in the military, get your experience in the military, and then transfer out of the military, and then, you know, either start a business or work in that industry. But you now have that experience from the military that you can transfer over to the real world, which, you know, I can make a whole separate video on this, man. But, you know, a lot of these recruiters will just try to throw you in to jobs that need to be filled, and they'll give you the shittiest jobs just because they need to be filled. And, you know, you being eager to just join and start, you'll take it. And, you know, at the end of your contract, your 2, 3, 4 year contract, you'll say, all right, well, guess what? Now I'm going to take this experience and go do this. It's like, you know, we don't kill people in the real world. Like, we don't need assassins. Unless you're going to be a mercenary, then that's a totally different story. But for the normal people, regular people that just want to live regular lives, man, that's not really a goal, right? So definitely pick something that can transfer easily into the civilian world. For me, I picked technology. I picked information technology, which is a crazy field that is in high demand right now. You know, but I had the reason I did pick that is because I did have somebody. I didn't have a lot of help coming in, but I did have somebody tell me, yo, pick information technology, pick that job, because you can easily get a job outside of the military when you get out in that field, and it pays a lot of money. And it's very true, and I thank that person till this day for telling me that, because yeah, man, it's cool. So don't pick a job that can't transfer into the civilian world. You can even ask them that. You can tell the recruiter, hey man, I don't plan, or I would like to keep my options open as far as staying in or coming out of the military. So can you give me a job that transfers in the civilian world? All right, man, somebody called me, so my phone canceled out the camera, but I got it on Do Not Disturb, so we're not gonna run into that anymore. So where was I at? Oh yeah, pick a job that will transfer out of the military. So, you know, don't pick infantry, which is, you know, just shooting people. Don't pick that, man. I know they're gonna want to throw you in. That's gonna be the first one they're gonna want to throw you in. Don't pick any combat arms ones, man. Unless that's really what you want to do, and you really plan on making a career out of the military, and you want to climb the ranks, and you want to be maybe a general or an officer someday, and you want to lead troops into battle, and you got that spirit, then more respect to you, man. I never had that. I just wanted my school paid for, but I was willing to serve my country for it, man. Give 4 years of my life. Give 4 hard work years of my life for this country, and get what I needed out of it. And I'm completely grateful, man. And but yeah, more power to you, man. If that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. I never, you know, if that's what your heart tells you to do, then do it. You know, I'm never gonna tell you not to do something. Next one is be ready to run. You know, like right now, you should already be, if you're thinking about it, man, you should already be in the gym at least 5 times, you know, minimum 5 times a week, man, working on your cardio. Because if you work on it now, you won't have to suffer as much as I did whenever I got in. Because whenever I got to basic training, we ran, bro. I'm telling you, we ran, and they do that on purpose, because they know that you've never ran that much in your life. And I know the standards changed a little bit as far as making the cut for the physical exam, because there's a APFT, right, which is the Army Physical Fitness Test, right, and you have to keep up on that every year. You know, there is record keeping. You do have to, for your age, you have to pass certain minimum requirements for your age, right? So if you're 18, 19, it's going to be different. If you're 25, 24, 23, it's going to be different. You know, the standards change as your age gets older. So they know that you're not gonna run the same amount. They know that you're not. So whenever I was in, it was 2 miles. You had to do 2 miles in less than, I want to say it was 16. No, in less than 14 to 15 minutes, right? You had to run 2 miles in less than 15 to 14 minutes, right? Again, this is ballpark. I think it was 15 minutes for my age, right? And when I first got in, I was 20. I was 20 years old when I first got in. So, it was, you had to run 2 miles in less than 15 or 14 minutes, right? Which I did, obviously. But as I got older, they would be more lenient. So at 22, I think it goes down. You got to run it in 16 minutes, and so on and so forth, right? Work on the work on the basics, man. Work on your push-ups. Work on the sit-ups. That's it. I would say do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every single day, because that is going to help you whenever you get into basic training, as far as doing the push-ups and sit-ups, because they're going to time you, and you have to do a certain amount in 2 minutes, and that's going to dictate where you're at. You can't, if you like, 2 minutes is a good amount of time that you can crank out at least 60 to 70 push-ups, man. That is like average. That's good. You're doing good. Don't get on here and do, you should time yourself. Time yourself right now and see how much push-ups you can do without stopping in 2 minutes. Or you can do 1 minute just to see where you're at. Don't do 2 minutes and only do 35 push-ups, man, because you're in a tough spot. And I think that's the women's standard. I think women have to hit at least 30 to pass. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't even hit the women's standard, man, come on. Like, you got some work to do. But yeah, at least run a mile each day. Or if you can't run a mile, run half a mile. And then each week, bump it up a little bit. So do half a mile this week, and then next week do 1 mile. And then the week after that, do 1.5 miles. And then the next week after that, do 2 miles. And you could either do it outside, time yourself on your phone, or you could do it inside on the treadmill, man. But just really, really time yourself. I think one track, if you have a track in your city, 1 full lap, I think is, 4 laps. 4 full laps is 1 mile, I think. So you should time yourself on your phone, do 4 laps and see where you're at. And then say you get like 6 minutes or like 8 minutes or 7 minutes, just double that, and that's going to tell you how much you would be running at that pace that you ran. That's how much you would be running a 2 mile. And if it's above, you know what I'm saying, like 15 to 16 minutes, you got some work to do. All right, you got some work to do. What else, man? Don't do anything shady. Let me take this sip real quick. Don't do anything shady, right? What does that mean is, they'll tell you this in the military too. Somebody's always watching. Somebody is always watching you, man. Somebody. And the reason that is because when you're on a military base, you got to understand that you are around hundreds and thousands of people that follow the same guidelines and rules. So everybody around you is looking at you through the same lens. And the reason I'm saying this is because as a young soldier, you're about to be in the military, as a young kid, young woman, you're going to go in and people are going to look at you to see how you act, how you represent this country, how serious you take the rules that you have been taught, right? So again, they're all looking at you through the same lens, and they're gonna see, all right, let me see if he's putting his hands in his pocket. Let me see if he's talking on his phone while he's walking. Because again, the reason I say this is because those are rules. You can't put your they're stupid rules, right? But they just want to see if you follow them. Because when you have the uniform on, you have to be a different person, right? So they want to see how serious you take it. They want to see if you can conduct yourself in a professional manner and represent this country, right? So just do the right thing, man. When you have the uniform on, and you're walking by an officer and you need a salute him. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Good afternoon, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Whatever, right? If you need to stop when the damn, I forgot the name of the song, but if it's 5 o'clock, taps. That's what it's called, taps. It's the flag is going up at 5 p.m. and you need to stop and salute. Stop and salute, man. Don't try to do anything shady. And this just goes with everything, not just the Army rules, but with everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to just do something because you can get away with it, because more often than not, man, sometimes there's always somebody watching and you just don't want to get caught up, man. It's not worth it. Believe me, it's not worth it, because in the military, it's not about we're going to fire you. It's about we're going to take your money. And I don't know about you guys, but I like my money in my bank account where it needs to be. And yeah, so especially in the military, when you're just starting out, you're barely getting paid any kind of money. So any little bit you want and you want to keep it, right? And I'm gonna end this, and this is like the bonus. This is like the little bonus one. Don't get into any financial commitments that you can't pay, man. So I know there's this stigma, right? There's this little running joke that all military guys get a damn Dodge Charger, right? And it's true, man. You got these guys making $30,000 a year, if that. Sometimes they only even make $26,000 a year. $26,000 a year. Divide that by 12. I don't know how much that is off the top. I don't know how much that is, but I know it's very little a month. That might even be just like, let me see. Dude, that might be less than $2,000 a month. So you mean to tell me that you make less than $2,000 a month and you're gonna pay for a Dodge Charger that costs you $600 with insurance a month? Don't get into any financial commitments as soon as you get into the military. You're gonna get this money. It's probably gonna be the most money you've ever seen, just because this is like your first real adult job. You're gonna want to spend it. Just chill out for the first year. You don't need a car and if you do get a car that's used. You know what I'm saying? Get a car that costs you $5,000 cash. Pay for it right up front, and that's it, man. Be cool with it. Pay your little $80, maybe even $50 a month for insurance, for liability insurance, and stack your money, bro. It's because the thing is that if you're not going to be in the military for long, you just want to get in, get your experience, and get your school paid for. If that's what you want to do, don't go in there and just wasting your money away, man, and signing cars that are worth more than what you make in a year, right? Because I did that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did that. I went and I got a little used Nissan, right? And I paid like $400 to $500 for it, but I got it right away, right? Because again, I thought the same way. I thought, hey man, I got some money, I could afford it. But little did I know is that money was slowly divvying up. I had a phone bill, I had the car, I had the insurance. Very, very quickly you start seeing, damn, my check is very, very light now, man. Like I can barely even go out to eat Chipotle like every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man, don't get into any financial commitments. Just chill out. As soon as you get out of basic training, as soon as you get out of AIT, you're probably going to have a good amount of money in your bank account because you're not spending it when you're in basic training, because you're literally stuck somewhere for like 10 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks. So it's not like you're spending anything. You're not not going anywhere. You're staying there. So when you get out of there, you're going to have a good amount of money saved up. And then you go to AIT, which is training for your job. So there you get a little bit more freedom, but not as much. Sometimes you're allowed to leave base and go eat or whatever but you got to come back, and you can buy clothes or whatever. But again, man, this is my advice. Have your fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go out, eat some good food, maybe even buy like a PlayStation or whatever, so you're not bored as hell. Because in AIT is different. It's almost like college. You're going to school, and then you're coming back home to pretty much your dorm room, right? Your barracks, which is usually you and somebody else that lives there with you. And you can have a PS4, you could have a TV, you can hook it up, you be chilling, you know what I'm saying? You don't pay rent, you know what I'm saying? You're just there, you know what I'm saying? So I would say at the most probably buy a PlayStation or Xbox, so you're not super bored. But then you got a phone bill too. You got to put that in there in your budget. And usually it just depends on your job. Your AIT, your training for your job is gonna be around. Mine was long. Mine was like 16 weeks. So it's pretty long. Usually you're gonna be there for a good while, right? Just chill, man. Just stack your money. Don't do anything crazy with it. And then once you get to your duty station, because you're gonna be moving around a lot that first year. Once you get to your first duty station, then you can start thinking about, all right, man, I'm gonna get me a little car. I'm gonna get a car, maybe $5,000. I'll pay cash for it, just to get me from wherever I need to go from work and back. Look, man, you're not trying to ball out. You don't have money to ball out. So I don't know what you guys are getting challenges for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make 30 grand a year, if that, your first year. You know what I'm saying? If you have kids or you get married, you might make a little bit more, but it's not a time to ball out. It's a time to put the grind in, put the work in, stack your bread, stack your money, man. That is key. Stack your money, because that's a good steady income. Stack your money and do something smart with it. Invest it, start a little business, something, right? But don't go out here and becoming a consumer, man, because that's what a lot of people are, man. A lot of people, not just in the military, everybody now. Everybody's a damn consumer. Netflix. Oh, I need Netflix. Nah, bro, I need Amazon Prime. Oh, I need Hulu. Oh, I need Stars. I need this. Bro, you don't need that much subscriptions. All right? So that's today's video, man. I know it's a long one, but I feel like I just had to say this for y'all, man. If y'all like these videos, like the video. Let me know you like it. If you have recommendations, if you have questions, leave them below in the comment box. If you guys want to get in touch personally with me, if you have more specific questions, send them to me on my Instagram, or leave them in the comment box, and I'll get back to you, man. But my Instagram is in the description box, so just go ahead. If you don't want people to see, go ahead and send me a DM there. I'll definitely get back to you, man. And just let me know, hey, man, I saw your video on YouTube. This is my question, But I'm out of here, man. I got to get this workout in. I like making this video. So, again, this is just a video that I wish I had somebody to tell me, right? So, that's today's video, man. I'll see you on the next one.